So I'll just give like a brief intro into what Google Hashcode is. So it's a yearly competition. So Google has a lot of competitions actually. They have like some competitions. So Hashcode is just one of them. And no, I did not get my name from Google Hashcode. My nickname for Google Hashcode or something else. But that's under this talk, right? All right. So um yeah, so Google Hashcode. So basically, it's just they have like two rounds. They have the online qualification round, which everybody participates in, and afterwards, top winners go to compete in the next final round, right? So the online participation round is what we are going to be doing on February, and basically it's just one question, but I think it lasts for like some hours. I think 6 to 7 hours. I'm not sure, but basically, what's the main question is just it's a real life question, it's a real life problem. It's not just like a random algorithm question. It's probably a problem the Google engineers themselves have faced before, and they want to see your approach to it basically. So it's not a random question. It's a problem that they have faced most likely before. Sorry, can you mute your mic, okay. So right. So sorry about that. So it's a problem they have probably faced before, and they are looking for how you solve it, and hopefully they like it, and or you do good and you do well in the questions, and you get to the next round basically. So just the questions are not too hard. They are very challenging, I would say, but they're not hard. But you have to like be very knowledgeable, or not knowledgeable, sir, but you have to know how to think basically to solve those questions. So there's no matter of I'm just a beginner. I don't know data structure algorithms. Doesn't It's not like really about that, because it's a team stuff. So it's not just you alone. So you bring in what you bring to the table. Your own might be a part of like an algorithm that you can propose, or a way of thinking, or maybe you are good at collating ideas, making them make sense. Anyway, you can contribute to your team basically, right? So that's basically about Hashcode. And yeah, so to the less technical stuff about ops. So around the world, you can create ops in your local area. So we already have one, Developer Students Club, OAU. That's the op. Yeah, other schools also have their ops, so like Unilag. And also it's not only open to students too. So people that are already working to professionals can actually participate too. So it's not for students alone. So yeah, so some companies also create their own ops too. Now, so to join a hub is very simple. Um, so let me show you. Okay, let me show you the first thing. The first thing to do is to register individually, right? I'm going to share my screen. Yep. Okay. I think you can see my screen. I'll just wait for a moment. Right. So, okay. So basically, this is an incognito tab. Sorry. Just register. I'm actually to log in, because yeah, it asks you to log in. But when you register, I wish I could show you that, but I already registered. So it's very simple to register. Just they ask you for your personal information, your name, email address, school, and whatnot, and that's just basic information. Then when you register, then you register on the competition, right? So when you sign in, that's the first thing. Sign in your Google account, obviously. Then you register. Then so when you reload this page, when you load this page, it show you something here. This judge system. If you remember the screen before, it was showing me register now, but when you register already, it show you the judge system. The judge system is where you actually see like the competition itself. So it was around that URL for me. And the interface you will see for the judge system will be a little bit different, because I'm an admin of a hub basically. But let's see. So it shows me I'm not in any team already, and team for me ends February 20. So I registered already. I'm in the competition, but I don't have a team, and I have to join a team to be able to participate. So I can create a team name, create the team. Then after you create the team, so let's say all right. So when you create the team, right, you can see you can invite other people to your team. You can just click on this, just copy this URL, invite them, copy the link from here. Then you can join it up. So your team is the one joining the hub, not you personally. So your team is the one joining the hub, which you're a part of. So just select the hub you want to join. Select your country. Hope you can see my screen. I hope so. Select the country or your country, and just search Nigeria. To show me the hubs in Nigeria. So Global Students Club of Federal University. That's it. Select. Do you want to join the club? Yes, I want to join the club. All right. So you can try to leave the hub anytime, but the major thing about being in the hub is you get like the hub gets to know the budget of people in the hub so that I can provide for like food and drinks and whatnot, because of course you need food to be able to think, and maybe coffee too, right? So for us to be able to know the number of people we are providing for, that helps. Also, you'll be getting swags. I remember last 2 years, I got one fancy sunglasses. I don't know where it is. Probably inside the house. I can show you later. But yeah, I got that. Then also like some balloons, stickers. I'm not sure of shirts, but you get some cool swags. And if you're not in the hub, you don't get all those stuff. So my team, you can try to leave a team. In a team does not have no mathematical competition. So your team has to have like 2 to 4 participants. So you have to be like a minimum of 2 people and a maximum of 4 to participate. So best is just like people that you know you work well with, or people that are just interested in joining your team. You can post the link to your team. You can post the link to join your team on the WhatsApp group, and anybody that's interested in joining your team can just join your team. You can only join one team, obviously. So just copy the link and share it with somebody that you want to join your team. So you can only like before. That's maximum 4. Minimum is 2. If you're not up to 2, you'll be able to participate. And you can see that team for me ends February 20. So be fast with it. So that's all about your team. So problem statement. So problem statement to release on January. Interesting. Oh, so just actually this practice round. Okay, so this is the practice round, right? So you can practice. Interesting. So do you already have like release problem statement already for you to practice? So if I've not formed the team yet, my team is not complete. I'm not up to 2 yet. That's why I can't start the practice round yet. But if I form a team, then okay, let me share. So I'll just share this link with Israel. Let me see. I just share this without. Okay, Israel, I'll share the link with you and you can join and I'll be able to start the competition. So if you have any questions after like the entire demo, I'll take some questions and you can go from there. So I'm just about sharing the link with Israel. Okay. What's going on? So Israel, can you see? I share it with you on WhatsApp. Can you see? Oh, okay, you're in a team. Okay, who wants to join my team? Who wants to join my team? Interesting. Let's see who join my team. Let me see. Oh, but are you there? Oh, he's not here. Let me see. Okay, Israel, can you quickly like just leave your team and join this team? Then you can join your team later on. Does that work?
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm joining now. Okay.
Hey, person can add you back to the team then. If it makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let me share my screen now again.
I've joined.
All right. Thanks. So you can see Israel already on my team. So I can go to the problem statement and create a submission. Create a submission is basically, or let me just problem statement first. So it's a PDF. It's not going to be online. So it's a PDF they're going to share with you for the problem. So more pizza. I think this question came out 3 years ago.
It's another one, but it's similar, but it's not. It's just they added to the question.
Oh, nice. You're organizing the Hashcode up and you want to order pizza for the up person. Luckily, there's a blah 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 blah. The pizzeria has different types of. Yeah, so basically they just give you this is a typical algorithm question. So the 5 formats, they give you some example, 5 formats where you submit and stuff. So you submit a file. So you write you're not submitting the code. Unlike like Akaranka and stuff like that. I think I submitting the code. Let me see. I don't think you submit the code. Let me see. Yeah, you don't
submitting the code.
No, you don't submit the code, I think. You don't.
No, you submit the code, but the example, like you first submit the results, but they want to take.
Okay, yeah, you submit the code too, then you submit the output file you generate from your code too. So your code will be meant to generate the file. So if you get a new submission, you upload your source code. Please, can you mute your mic? Okay. So you upload the. Let's say I write something in Python. Then I just like create a file. Then the output, instead of printing the output, I'll just write it to a file. So for each example, Jesus. So who's that? Please mute your mic. Thank you. So you have this upload okay, upload the file, then output files for the data sets too. So these are the to show your score when you upload. Let me see again. So you can check the the stuff to be downloaded, the data, the inputs, the test cases, so you download them. So basically your code, the first thing you have to settle down your code. Maybe somebody in your team will do that is writing code to read from a file and writing like a function to write to a file too. So does that make sense? So the first thing you probably want to do in your team, or have somebody do, and you other people can focus on the logic to make your work faster is have somebody that will write the code to read the file from the data from the file, right? So have somebody that write the code for that and pass the data like formatting into like maybe a data structure, maybe hold into an array or create a custom object for it. But basically somebody that will read the input data sets. Also have somebody that will write the output out because they would have specified the way they want the output to be. Let me see. From here, they already have. So they already have like the way. So they told you how the file format to be for the inputs. Then file format for the output too. So the first line should contain a single blah blah blah. The second line should You get, so that's just that. So have somebody that will focus on. That's why everybody will not be working on the same thing. So some people focus on input, some people focus on output. That shouldn't take time, so they can jump back on the main logic, which is solving the problem. Right. So you create a submission, you create a new submission. This is where you see your scores. Create a new submission, upload the file. You can drag and drop. Upload the output file for A, for B, for C, for D, and for E. So that is that. So you can just see you have not made any submissions yet, obviously. So, but you see your score. And there's also a leaderboard actually, like in the real competition, there'll be a leaderboard where you can see, like, I think, can you see real scores? I can't remember, but I think you can see like scores of other people too.
Yeah, you will see it. You will see real life scores.
Yeah, the real one. Right. So that's basically all about it. But the thing I love about like Hashcode is it makes you think. You might actually get like a good like millions. Like the score is always like ranging from 0 to like millions. The score for like total score. There is a for like 0 to million. So you might not really get a very high score, but trust me, you'd have learned new things when you participate in the competition. You learn new data structures because obviously you interact with people and you get to share ideas with people and see how people are thinking, and you get to understand how to solve, because this problem is actually engineering problems. They're not just how many doctors would it take to how many laborers would it do something, or how many workers would it take to do something. No, these are like real like engineering problems. They probably like face something like this. They might reframe the sentence, but they have faced something like this before and they solved it. But just feel like if you are good enough to, you should be able to solve this. And one thing about Google Hashcode you should know is that if you do well and in the next round, if you do well, so if you're among the winners, or if your code just stands out, you can get a job actually at like some top companies like Google and some other companies. Like you can actually lead to a job, or maybe an internship too. So just try to give your all to and prepare. So that brings us to like how do you prepare? So the best way to prepare is there's no best way per se, but some ways you can use to prepare is you can check out HackerRank or Codility and take some like their questions and whatnot. Just solve some questions on HackerRank, solve some data structures questions in HackerRank, because I think most of these questions are actually like algorithm. The algorithms, they are cliche, but the major thing is how do you want to handle the data. So actually, data structure actually matters to in Google Hashcode because it's data. So you have to like know how to handle your data, how to store your data. So the data structures is very important. So focus on questions that I think the algorithms most times are majorly greedy. So there's this type of algorithm called greedy algorithms. You can check them out. So most of them are actually greedy algorithms. So you can focus your learning on greedy algorithms too. You can check out recursion too. So check out recursion. How to like use recursion to solve some problems. A bit of dynamic programming. Um, Right. So you can also, and another thing is also check out your past questions. So Google Hashcode past questions, they are everywhere, and the solutions too. So you can practice with the past question, then see the solutions to people's solution. So yeah, so HackerRank, Codility, and I'm sure you can Google all those things yourself. I don't need to drop links, I guess. Then the past questions to Google Hashcode. So you can see last year's question, and just like that. Right. So what else? It's this is like okay. So this is like my own panel. Like you can't see this, but I'm not sure. But yeah. So that people in my in the hub already. I just like 4 people in the hub. Please join, register, create a team, and make your team join the hub. Not everybody should create a team, obviously, because there won't be anybody to join other people's team. So just discuss with your friends and see who will create the team, and you join. You join at least 4 people, almost 4 people. You can just group yourself into 4, and yeah, and remember that if anybody wins, it's a win for the hub, basically. So it's not a one man thing. There's not probably going to be a one man thing because you need other people sharing ideas and helping you out too. Because the competition is not that, it's not like 24 hours. It's not like this guy extreme. So it's not, you don't have like a lot of time. You just have like 6 hours, I think. So please collaborate very well. And yeah, so create your team and join the up. Thank you very much. I don't know if anybody has a question or anybody has a question. You can just unmute yourself and ask the question, please, if you have a question. Anybody?
Well, I think I want to have. Can I add something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so basically, there's also a Facebook group on, like, there's a group on Facebook for Hashcode. So make sure that you follow whatever is happening on the Facebook, because sometimes some people share some resources. As at least the solution for this practice problem, somebody already put it on the Facebook, so you can just check how they approach it. And I think Leke already mentioned some things about the algorithms that you might want to read up. Like, you should try and check up gradient and dynamic programming. Well, the thing is, this year you might not necessarily win. Do you get? You might not necessarily, but then the experience is there. The experience is there. So just make sure that you read up very well. Akarang, make use of Akarang. At least what I did this year that I did not do last year was that I chatted with some of the finalists, like that. Some of those guys that went to Dublin like last year and last years, and then the guy told me that they used Akarang a lot, so they were solving problems on Akarang. So solve those problems on Akarang, and really your experience in Hashcode will also help you in tech interviews, some interviews that you might want to get, your study of data structures and algorithm. So try and make sure that you make best use of it. Not your first attempt should not really be about winning. It should really be about having the experience, because last year we didn't. It was during the extended round that we got something to submit.
Yeah.
So try and make sure that you participate. Really, come to the hub when the venue for the hub is out. During this thing, come to the hub. Try and make sure that you participate. If you have any question, you should ask on the WhatsApp group. Make use of the Facebook this thing. You can check. You can, well, maybe subsequently I will send some videos on, like, some links to some videos on where you can, like, you watch videos on some algorithms and data structure in different languages, so that it can prepare you. We want to do well, obviously. Not necessarily that we win, but then we want to, like, do well. Most of the guys that win are from Russia, Belarus, France. So let's do well in Nigeria too. I think that's basically that for now. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Israel. So I think I remember my own first Hashcode. I was in part one at that time too. I was in part one, and I think the finals after like the online round was in Paris. So everybody was like, let's go to Paris, let's go to Paris, let's go to Paris. But I couldn't solve a single question. I couldn't solve the question at all. I was just looking, what is this? So like, it doesn't matter, but the experience always there, like Israel said, the experience is what matters actually, and the knowledge you gain from practicing or from preparing for the competition, basically. So please, just give it your best. All right. So, any question? Any questions, please? Are you telling me no questions, really? Okay. Last call. Still no question. All right. So the meeting is being recorded. So I'm going to like upload the meeting the video on Google Drive and share the link on the group, so people that didn't enjoy the call so will get to like watch it. So I expect, please let us quickly like register on the site and create a team or join the team and join the up too. And you can also start practicing with the practice problem statement too. Thank you very much. I hope you are having a good weekend, or you had a good weekend. So bye. Bye everyone.
All right. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you for
Yeah.
joining. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. Thanks, Leke.
Yeah, sure, man.